Hello there, welcome back to Harris Maths. Here's a floor plan of a ground floor of a house, and the task here is to represent this situation using a graph. So we'll start with a vertex that represents the living room. And we can see there are two doors leading from the living room, one to the study and one to the sitting room. So we'll have another vertex here for study, and we'll have one here for sitting room. Now from the sitting room, you can actually get to the kitchen and the dining room and also the hall. So 3 places you can get to from the sitting room: hall, dining room, and kitchen. So we'll have this here, and next representing the hall. We have this one as the kitchen, and this here as the dining room. And from the study, we can get to the playroom. So this is the play. Right, so let's make connections using edges. So living room, we can get to the study and the sitting room. So we'll have an edge going from here to here and one to the sitting room. From the study, we can get to the playroom. So there's one edge connecting the study to the playroom. From the playroom, we can get to the kitchen to the right. And so we have one edge going along here. And from the kitchen, we can get access to the sitting room, or we can say that the sitting room, we can get access to the kitchen, the dining room, and the hall. So let's put it that way. So from the sitting room, we have access to the kitchen, the dining room, and the hall. And from the kitchen, we can also have access to the dining room. So we have an edge connecting kitchen to the dining room. Now we can get from the hall directly to the dining room. So we have an edge here. And we can get from our study also to the sitting room, or from the sitting room to the study. Let's just tidy up these vertices, make them prominent. Let's see, we have from the sitting room, we can get to the dining room, the kitchen, the hall, and the study. And from the living room, we can get to the sitting room, the study, From the kitchen, we can get to the sitting room, dining room, and the playroom. And that's our graph. Now, there's something interesting about this graph. It's actually called a circulation diagram. In the real world. As used in analyzing movements of people. So, analyzing movements of people in large buildings. Of people. And they're used in the design of airports, and places like supermarkets. And there you have it. This is a circulation diagram, which is another name for this graph, used for analyzing movement of people in large buildings and used to design airports and supermarkets. Thanks for watching this video. I'm Alistair.